Okay, it's been several weeks since my last update and just really any video because I've had an incredibly busy last few weeks between breaking stuff and just fixing other things. But here's the stuff I've done. I just wanted to show you all for all the subscribers out there and new ones and hopefully many more to come. Here's my Sears tires. They're still brand new and everything, but you might be wondering why they're off of the sears. Because this thing I've recently done is because I really don't like the way my Sears tires were acting before with heavy tractor. So, because that big old owning. So I bought these newer tires. These are 25-inch by 8-inch Kenda Executioners. I like these things a whole lot better than those Integral Swamp Lights. I can like pretty much idle through mud I was getting stuck with those other ones so far. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of testing in deeper water or anything, but they seem to be doing better. And here's a little bit I've done on the recovery mower. I'm not sure if I showed you this or not. I don't think I have, but here's the four-wheeler rack I mentioned before. This thing's built out of a lot of some thick steel, and this thing, it's not gonna break. This thing weighs like 50 or more pounds just by itself. It's built quite strong, so this thing's almost ready. I've built a double pulley clutch system in there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, so I just gotta get a belt to fit on there. So that's done. It starts straight piped, and I've started to paint the hood, but I ran out of paint, so I have to do that right now. As you can see, it's just part of the way done. I'm hoping to get the rest of it black, which I have to clean that first because I need the primer to stick well. Here's a little bit of work I've done on the Murray. I had this since the last romp video, but I never really talked about it. It's this new winch I put on here. It's a little 1,100-pound hand crank winch. This, in the beginning, it had no rope or cable with it, so I got this. It's holding up decent. I plan on switching to cable, but this little rod right here only came out about an inch, so I extended it, added a washer there for support, and ground this into like a rectangle because the keyway and the handle that you twist around is like that, so it can be like a quick attach because I don't want that above the hood all the time. And the only other thing I've done to this recently is built this skid plate right there to help slide me over stuff because I know stuff was catching up underneath the front right there, so I did that. And there's my brother's mower. It's had a lot of things since the last video. On the last it blew its transmission, so I had to put the racing mower to a halt for a while because we put its transmission in here. And I really am not proud of that build. It's just I've crashed it 3 times since the 5 minutes I built it, so I'm just gonna restart that and do it the correct way instead of trying to cob it all together real quick. But tomorrow I'm bringing this thing to my shop in class. This thing's underside, as you can see here, it's got a full, I replaced the skid plate here because it used to be thin like tin sheet metal, which after that last video I noticed as I was driving through the field, I saw my skid plate laying on the ground and it ripped off, so I found a heavier gauge steel. I think it was off the hood, it was part of a hood of another mower, but I got everything else with a skid plate here and noticed my transmission's not protected. So tomorrow I'm bringing this thing to school and I'm going to have a 1/4-inch steel plate that I'm going to cut to form around this thing. I'm even going to have it come out a little ways just to go under that little drop off that are on these MSTs so that I can get every bit of ground clearance possible. But this thing, I replaced a brand new Kevlar belt like 2 days ago, and so it's ready to go. Clutch, and I tightened up the clutch even more. I don't think it's possible to get belt slip on it. And here's the last thing of the future of what I'm going to do to my Murray later on this week is right here. Here's a blown transmission from this winter. which is an MST205. I have an MST206 in there right now, but as you see on here, all these parts, but before I do the skid plate, I want to take that other transmission off. I'm going to lock it even better, even though the locking method I have on it right now, I'll twist an axle in half before that breaks, but I'm just going to add more to it anyways because I don't see a reason not to. So, and I need to re-gasket the whole edges because that transmission is very greasy, but as you see right here, this is the oil plug off of this, what used to go in this hole right here. And I was thinking, all these transmissions, they have filling holes and like stuff to put grease, but they never have a drain. So what I'm going to do is right here in this very corner of the case on my other one, when I take it off, I have a spare plug from this blown one. I'm going to end up drilling a hole the same size as this hole right here so I can put a plug underneath so I can drain my oil, because however well you seal these things, you spend enough time underwater, you're going to get water in there, so I want to be able to change that. So, I guess that's it for my update. Thanks for watching, and comment, like, and subscribe, and tell me what you want to see in the next video. I think the next one should be another romp video of my testing out my new skid plate and have my brother's mower going again. So, thanks for watching.